did not ever plan to be a food writer. I wanted to be a breaking news reporter, and I wanted to cover City Hall and school board. And I did that for a couple of years. And then I stumbled into an arts and entertainment job for a company that some of your listeners may remember. It was called Pegasus News. And it was an online only sort of indie arts and entertainment website. And we covered food and music and movies and festivals. And I was 23 years old and I was hired to be an editor there. And I kind of thought it was just a stop along the path because I was veering away from being like a government reporter, which is what I really thought I wanted to do. And I found you could apply all those same techniques of covering something fast and first and best to restaurant reporting, because restaurants are such a sport here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And so I edited some food stories and I edited some other kinds of stories. And then the Dallas Morning News bought Pegasus News, and the Dallas Morning News is always the newspaper I wanted to work for. And so it's odd and interesting, perhaps, that, throughout that whole journey, right, always wanted to work for the Dallas Morning News, but covering something like school board or City Hall, that I ended up coming in through the back door because the Dallas Morning News bought the entire company that I worked for. And then once they put me somewhere, they were like, well, what do we do with you? And I said, well, for the past couple of years, I've done arts and entertainment, but I can do anything, right? I can do breaking news. And they said, well, we have people doing that. And I was like, well, okay, So I started writing food stories, some food stories that kind of nobody else wanted to pick up.
Yeah.
And then it turned into more food stories and bigger food stories and, talking not only to small business owners, but to the biggest chefs in town. And it really, I think I still employ a breaking news technique to the food beat. So, anybody who thinks that covering food is just like a whole bunch of fun lunches has it quite wrong.